What's going on, Facebook? What's happening? We back. I know I keep messing with the camera. I'm tripping, but no. I'm coming to y'all this night just to kind of go over. One thing I wanted to talk about was listening, and listening is key to a lot of success because I mean you have to listen to a lot of things and being able to soak up energy and soaking up basically what you're learning to be successful. And I'm gonna use the word listening and successful a lot because I mean you have to be able to listen and just kind of be sympathetic and empathetic of other people and what they have going on because a lot of times people just want someone that will listen to them. A lot of times it's not about being able to get your point across or what have you. A lot of people just want you to listen and take into what they have going on and being thoughtful and genuinely having an interest in what they're talking about. Because a lot of times we find ourselves, just oh okay, yeah, cool, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, and then a few minutes later you was like, I don't know what they were talking about, or they were just talking outside their neck. But you should be thoughtful and just listen because a lot of times listening and just being a great listener can put you in situations to where you're winning. Listening equals winning. I mean, just listening to a story someone you don't know has to offer maybe some valuable information that you may need. I've incremented to my day listening to podcasts and just kind of a lot of motivational and entrepreneurship videos and this audiobooks, things of that nature. Like I don't even really listen to as much music as I have been, and that's been helping me out with so much information. Just listening to about. I mean, you think about it. You're in your car a lot of times. You always have your aux cord available, and you want to listen to something instead of listening to that new Young Dolph or Kendrick Lamar. I'm a big fan of Kendrick. And just listening to these new guys, instead you should just listen to something that's gonna pick your brain and have you thinking, instead of just listening to something in the matter of, oh, I'm gonna shoot somebody, I'm gonna kill somebody. That's not cool because you don't live that lifestyle. Rather, you should listen to something that's gonna be like, hey, instead of move consciously instead of unconsciously. Do things that are going to be great for your future. Little did you know, if you were to listen to audiobooks for about a year with all the time that you spend driving, whether it's just to the store or you're going to go visit family in another state, you learn about the same amount of knowledge as a PhD or a master's level student would, and you wouldn't even know it because it's just little small stuff, and you don't have to go back over any of this stuff and work with it. It's given to you, and that's one thing that I'm definitely starting to put into my life, using the little resources around me. Like these are the books that I have. The Steve Harvey book. I'm learning to be a better Christian. So now that I'm a Christian, The Compound Effect, highly recommended by myself. The Compound Effect is a great book. If you're trying to learn how to be successful and increment little small pieces into your life, The Compound Effect is a great read. The Power of Now, it was recommended by a good friend of mine, Tim Nalen, and it's basically about spiritual enlightenment, learning about what you could do and basically just being a better person. And basically, I like the name of Power of Now, utilizing what you have at the moment to become a better person. And start with why. And this is a great read as well, just kind of showing you the stepping stones of being a leader. And that's one thing that just kind of that motivates me, being a leader. I don't want to be a boss. I want to be a leader. A lot of people like, well, I want to be a boss. I want to be this, that, and the other. But a boss steps over other people to get to where he needs to be, while a leader is helping people to be where he is at. Like, I want to be able to lead people to be just as good of a leader as I am. I read this book, The 5 Principles of Leadership, and it's basically saying level 1 leadership is basically because you have to, like a manager. Level 2 leadership is because I want to be led by you. Level 3 leadership is you get to a point where you're offering somebody something. Level 4 leadership is you're offering everybody something and they're feeding off of you. And level 4 leadership brings out level 3 leadership. And level 5 is the pinnacle. So when you're at the pinnacle of that success, and there's only a few leaders like that in our time, where they're at that pinnacle of success and the pinnacle of leadership, such as our President Barack Obama and leaders back in history, such as Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, people that followed those people because they were at that pinnacle of success, and they utilized the people around them to make them more successful. And you have people such as our brother Malcolm X and our brother Martin Luther King that built leaders. I mean, even now, if you people just kind of listen to and follow the steps of our brothers, and they have become great leaders in this time right now. And it builds. When you start to follow great leaders, you become a great leader. And that's what I want to be. I want to be a great leader, and that's a good thing. That's one thing I have to do is listen. I'm not gonna. If someone tells me something, I'm gonna be attentive of it, and I'm gonna, even if it's something that I know is wrong, I'm still gonna listen, and we're gonna have a talk about it. I mean, I'm not just gonna sit here and tell you that what you're saying isn't worthy of my ears, because yet it is. I'm worthy of your ears. You're worthy of mine. I'm gonna listen to you, and hopefully you listen to me. And that's basically one of the key points that I want to discuss with you tonight is listening. And listening is a big factor. I mean, you can't be successful and win at life without listening to someone, because everybody has a story. Everybody has come from different backgrounds, and listening is just part of human nature. I mean, you sometimes you may have something going on in your life and you just need to talk to somebody. Some people will listen. If you don't have anybody to talk, you can talk to me. I'm pretty busy a lot of times, but man, just let me know, like, hey, I need someone to talk to. I have so much going on and I just need an ear. I'm going to listen. I'm going to interpret your story as if it was my own, and I'm going to be real sympathetic of it, because you have to put yourself in someone else's shoes. A lot of times we don't do that. We just kind of be like, oh yeah, I feel you, but it's different than saying I feel you versus then I know how that feels. And that may not make sense to you, but it makes sense to somebody who's watching this video. I know how it feels. I promise. It gets to a point where things just, you need someone. We all need somebody to just listen to what we have going on. We'll feel so much better when we have someone to listen to our story. I promise you, we'll feel so much better. All right, man, I'm gone. Peace, love, work.